Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen. After an entire week of the craziest drama you could ever imagine, we are back to give you another color video. And if you missed it and you don't know what I'm talking about, just take a look at my last video and you'll get your opportunity to see a whole bunch of grown men whine and cry and act like a bunch of babies and generally carry on like anyone actually cares what they think, which no one does. So, today we are going to do pink lemonade. It is getting to be the time of the year, it's October, where maybe you might consider throwing something a little bit more vibrant. And today we are going to make this color. Pink lemonade is typically pink and yellow, and today we're going to make this color entirely out of micas. Now, we as a company, we sell micas. I have not ventured into the fluorescent powders yet. I don't know if I will, maybe at some point, but we sell color changing micas, so totally different. These are just solid colors. The micas we are going to be using today are from this company, Mad Micas, and these are pretty reasonably priced. I think these are about $6 a piece. I don't know, they seem to be about, what does this say? Net weight 1 ounce. Okay, so about 28 grams. We've got the Pretty Kitty color, and that of course is a fluorescent pink, and tennis ball breaker, fluorescent yellow. So today we're going to mix, we're going to only use these powders, and we're going to see how they react with plastic. Today we are in our twitch shad mold, little swim bait with kind of a pintail type of deal there. Super awesome little mold. You can use this as a jig trailer. You can put this on a hover rig, jig head. Jig head actually is like a super popular way to fish this. Get like a bigger hook, like a 3/0 or something. Stick it through here, through the back, and this little whippy tail, I mean, it just darts everywhere. So we'll be right back as soon as our plastic is ready. Okay, we are back. We're going to do this 1 cup at a time. We've got our plastic ready. And without ever having used this before, I think I'm just going to do a fourth of a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more than that. That's kind of a heaping fourth there. And as with most powders, you can typically expect that it'll get a lot messier first before the powder actually dissolves into the plastic. So expect it to be a little messy at first. Alright, there we go. Nice solid yellow. I'll tell you what, we're going to do 2/8 of the pink, and that's just because this is clinging to the metal spoon there a little bit, and honestly I don't have any paper towels out here at the moment to wipe it off. So there is the fluorescent pink. There we go. As you can see, got to mix this in really well, because otherwise you'll get little clumps of powder. Probably give this another mix. And I'll tell you what, we are going to heat this up again for about 30 more seconds. And then we will be back, we will shoot the mold, and we'll see what we get. Okay, we are back. Thing to remember here, we want pink on top, yellow on bottom. I do have my mold conveniently marked. I should probably get an engraver at some point because these permanent marker marks definitely fade off. And I should have preheated the injector, but this is what we got. We will go ahead and shoot this mold. We're dual injecting. Just make sure it's nice and slow. No need to rush. Rushing just makes mistakes. Hold pressure for, oh, I don't know, 20 seconds afterward. Here we go. And we will be right back for the demold of this pink lemonade. Okay, we are back. Here is off the dual block there, the injector block. Super nice pink, though I think that this is a little translucent. I would like to see this a bit more solid, but that's okay. The yellow, I really like this yellow. I see where the name tennis ball yellow comes from. It's kind of a yellow-green. Like if you were to look at a tennis ball, you kind of see like yellow-greenish. I think this would probably make a really good chartreuse too. Like if you were to add some black flake in here, I think just because it's so vibrant, I think this would make a really good chartreuse. In either case, let's go ahead and open up this mold and see what we got. I should also mention, although this is not the first time that I have laminated with this mold, it is the first time using these colors. I didn't do this prior or anything to that effect, so I'll be seeing it as you guys are seeing it. Alright. Came out a little weird there, but that's okay. Straighten it up a little bit. So this is our yellow side, super vibrant. One thing I would like to point out is that with micas, if you don't mix them in enough, you get, you see here, that's like a little clump. That's like not fully dissolved. I don't know if the camera's, yeah, that's a good shot there. So the thing with micas is you have to really just mix them in very well, because otherwise you're going to get kind of, you know, little clumps where it's not fully dissolved into the plastic. I have found that if you heat it up a little bit more, in other words, you know, you take it past conversion temperature to maybe like 360 or something. If you just heat it up a little bit more for the initial mix, I have found that it helps it dissolve a lot better. I think it's, you know, the heat and everything kind of, you know, just really makes it so it disperses nice and evenly throughout the bait. So in either case, this is the yellow side. Love that. Very nice. Let's take a look at the pink side. Okay, love that. Also love that. Now let's grab a couple off here. We'll actually grab 3 so I can show the bottom. Alright, so here's the top. Nice laminate. Nice pink. A little bit translucent, but I kind of like it. Here's the bottom. Nice vibrant yellow. I would say, well, one, you know, obviously mix it a little bit more so you don't get these little clump marks, as you can see. But I would like to see a little bit more yellow. This is kind of like, it kind of looks like it dulled down a little bit. Which is perfectly fine, I guess. I mean, this is a cool color either way. And then here's the laminate right here. You can see it went right down the center there. And that's it, guys. That is pink lemonade. Now, this color does really well. Dingy water. Anywhere where you need them to see it, right? Probably in clear water. You know, probably wouldn't be my first choice to throw this, but dingy, muddy water, That's pretty much all we have in North Carolina. I know of one lake that's like, crystal clear. But, yeah, muddy, kind of dingy water. You could probably make this top like a brighter, like if you were to use like merthiolate or something, add a couple of drops of like hot pink or something in there, I think you could probably make the top a lot brighter. But in either case, I think that this color would do very, very well. I've seen this color do very, very well in any sort of dingy water. So there you guys go. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments.